Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I am so glad you're here. Okay, behind the scenes information. It is the middle of the night. Why are we on mic? And who's this we I'm speaking of? Well, first let me introduce my favorite co-host, my dancing partner. Say hello.
Hey, you can't spell we without me if you don't turn the W upside down. Hey, it's Jay, also known as Dr. Bad Vibes, and I should be in bed right now, but I'm not because of this clown world we live in and the interconnecting insanity that we just saw.
Because I'm making him dance. Okay, what's all this dancing stuff going on? Well, we need to talk. Right now on Netflix, it's number one on Netflix actually, is this Dancing for the Devil. It's the 7M TikTok cult. Well, that is so speaking my language. I'm not into and believe me, we are getting to Meghan, don't worry. I'm not into the really scary documentaries and stuff, but I'm into cults. Will you join my cult? We have a drunk goose. Is that a culty? I don't know. No, I am. I'm absolutely into it. So I was like, Jay, I heard about this I guess it's a documentary, whatever it is. There it is, trending number one. I'm into this. Would you like to watch this? And you said, piss off.
I said, I don't even know what TikTok is, even though I'm on it technically. But yeah, I mean, I'm into weird, culty internet nonsense. So I said, sure. And we made it almost all the way to the end.
Yes.
And then a surprise popped up.
Yes. And by almost to the end, he means there's 3 episodes. We made it to the almost to the end of the first episode. All right. I'm dancing around this. Dancing. See, I am in a cult. Let's talk about it. I'm enjoying the heck out of this show. It's infuriating, but it's really interesting. So we've been enjoying it. I'm speaking for Jay now because I'm the cult leader. No, it's been interesting. I have a lot of thoughts on it, but I'll keep that separate because I am going somewhere with this. But if you haven't heard of it, it's all over the news right now because, again, it's trending number one on Netflix. And I know a lot of you canceled Netflix, but it's just an interesting documentary about this cult. And it's dancing, and we're only 1 episode in, so we don't even know where it's going. But there's this guy, okay? His name is rhrjen, I think is how you pronounce that. And he is the one. I'm going to use specific words on this because it's still in the process and he's very litigious, just like other people we know. So I'm going to use words like allegedly. A big fat allegedly. He's being accused of allegedly running a cult. They're calling it a cult, but it's just his involvement. Whatever. Again, we're only 1 episode in. I know I am going somewhere with this. Talk to us about rhrjen.
Well, he seems to take he's using the playbook from every cult ever, pretty much. I mean, if you want to see the master class of that, just look up Scientology. Don't look too hard because it's insane.
Yeah.
Find that South Park episode where they explain Scientology and just watch that.
Yeah.
How that cult can still exist after that episode aired on TV blows my mind. I actually had a friend that was obsessed with it back when we were on 4chan back in the day, 20 years ago. And I learned a lot about culty stuff then, and they all do the same thing. And we've watched several documentaries lately,
That hair. Remember with the girl with the hair up to heavens?
yeah,
Quinn Chandlin.
was it weight loss based?
Yeah, and religion in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, it was like a Tennessee thing where it was it was so nuts. I actually forgot what the premise was.
Losing weight and finding God. I don't know.
Yeah, it looked like it was like a Saturday Night Live skit. It was like, hey, if you come to this church and pay us a lot of money and pray or whatever, you can be thin.
Yeah.
and tons of people are like, oh, okay. So yeah, at the heart of all of these is that in the United States, if you're a religion, you are tax exempt. So there is a lot of incentive to just say, hey, I'm a church. I mean, there's lots in the news, what's his face in Texas that, I mean,
Yeah.
whether you're a cult or not, I mean, abusing that part of the tax code is kind of the crux of the the scheme here.
For many.
For many. And that seems to be what's going on here. They essentially made a YouTube, I mean, this is what I'm more familiar with, like a YouTuber content house, except TikTok, to just do a bunch of dances, which led to TV gigs and commercials, blah blah blah.
Yes.
Essentially, he was running his agency like a church, I guess, to you know, allegedly.
Maybe.
That's. I mean, I'm just going off what was the
You've
documentary.
seen one episode.
Yeah, I've seen one episode. I don't know this guy. I'm just kind of speculating. None of this is me alleging anything.
Yes.
It just seems that that's what they were taking advantage of loopholes to make a content house,
Yes.
and among other things. And then it got into the culty stuff, like, you know, isolating people from their families. And for I don't really understand the point of that, but they all seem to do that.
So, to his point, we're one episode in. So, and where I'm going with this is the guy's name is Robert Shin. So I was like, I just like to do that when we're watching documentaries. I jump on Google and see what old Robert Shin's up to, and just some base. I don't like to read spoilers, but I want to know, where is this guy? Who is this guy? You guys, when you Google Robert Shin, there is a Meghan Markle connection. Sorry it took us 5 minutes to get there, but you had to know all that to get here. There is a Meghan Markle connection. Yeah, so here we are. I'm looking up Robert Shin. You can just type him into the Google machine and just scroll down a little bit. Mostly it's about this Netflix thing, but I shrieked and Jay was like, what the hell's wrong with you? Did you join a dance cult and not tell me? Which, maybe. None of your business. But no, I shrieked because Meghan popped up. You guys, there's a Meghan connection.
I feel like it's taking us a long time to get to the point, but we're giving backstory for a reason. We were not watching this for any purpose other than our own entertainment, because it was
to learn how to dance.
Yeah, to learn how to dance on TikTok. But no, because it was late and it's something Jen saved on Netflix days ago. So she's Googling and then freaks out. And ironically, the knowledge kicked me in the shin.
Yeah.
The revelation that Jen came up with is there's a connection to Meghan Markle. And I was like, wait, what? And sure enough, I helped her search too, and we found some strange information.
Yeah, when you Google the guy and you get past all the culty shit at the top, you get to the bottom, there's a picture of Meghan staring at you. And you'll start to see pictures. Have you seen this picture here? Because I sure have, floating around, and I didn't know what it was from. It's from this movie called Random Encounters. And guess who executive producer is on this thing? Robert Shin. So I was like, what the hell? That's weird. But yeah, he's producer on this thing as well. I believe his daughter was listed as producer as well. But then I told Jay, I was like, well, that's really weird. But then Jay, here you go, right here. IMDb, you see right under produced by, you see Robert Shin. And then his daughter's name is Chloe Shin. You can even see it. Here's one of the posters for Random Encounter, whatever it is, movie posters. At the bottom, you can see Robert Shin. And then there's this movie poster. Woo, look at that picture of Meghan. And then you see Robert Shin again around, the boob area. You can see his name on there. So again, it's the same guy. It's just a weird tie-in. But then Jay found this article. Jay, tell us what you found.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, here, I'll help Google stuff too and see what I can find out. And sure enough, I found an article from The Sun from about a year and a half ago that the gist of it is an insider at the church came out and said that the Robert Shin, the leader, was boasting that he is responsible for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's marriage in a wild sermon, as the headline states.
What?
And I was like, wait, what?
We are not alleging she had anything to do with the cult. I can't stand her, but I'm not trying to clickbait or make shit up here. I think she does enough weird stuff on her own. But I find it interesting that when you Google this guy, she pops up. And this article that he's alleging that he's the reason. Now, do I believe that? No. But it made me start wondering, do you think that they had... I don't know. I just wonder if they had any connection whatsoever beyond him being producer. And I find it interesting that, again, this documentary about cults leads back to Meghan Markle. I just find that completely fascinating and wondered if you guys knew anything about this and what your thoughts were. I tried Googling to see if he was at the wedding or anything like that. I couldn't find anything like that. It's just weird. Tell me more. Do you guys know anything about this?
Yeah, whatever the connection may be, it does say a lot with the type of company you keep.
Yeah.
And maybe it's advantageous if you know somebody that knows a lot about tax loopholes. I don't know.
Yes. Maybe he's advising Archwell.
Yeah, maybe he's on the board now at Archwell. Who knows? There's no actual reason to believe that, but I do laugh at the idea of him being responsible for Harry and Meghan getting married or whatever. It's like, what's the logic behind that? Was Harry like, locked up in a tower somewhere and like they were
Should have been.
and they were beaming like terrible movies to him, like Mystery Science Theater 3000. He's like, oh hey, here's this movie, Random Encounters. Oh, I guess I should marry her. Here's my TikTok dance.
Oh God.
I mean, that's the whole thing is just weird,
Yeah.
like this crazy connection.
Yeah.
But it does. At the end of the day, it's like these people do seem to have at least a loose connection. It's like, why?
Yeah.
And it's just so strange.
Yeah, it is.
And just to add, if you haven't guessed already, that movie was a complete bomb.
Yes.
So I guess I don't know, maybe he was trying to save face, like something came out of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it does not look good. It's I heard Jen's other movie review that she was in, so I probably wouldn't spend too much effort seeking this one out either.
But can you imagine what what would Harry be like in a cult?
Do I get a birthday horse as the colt, as Prince Colty,
That's right.
a colt for the cult?
Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so they even have a royal pain on the I have not watched this movie. Even the Photoshop job is just so bad it turns me off. I can't. I just went through a terrible movie, so I can't go through another one. But my questions to you guys are this. Have you seen this movie? Do I need to review it on Patreon? Please don't make me watch this movie. No, have you seen it? What are your thoughts? Did you know this connection? Have you seen this 3M documentary? Again, we're episode 1, 2 more to go. I'm definitely sticking with it, not just because of the Meghan Markle thing, just in general because I've enjoyed the documentary so far. It's heartbreaking, but it's interesting. And I want tips on how to start our goose cult. But what are your thoughts on all this? Did you know about the connection? Had you heard that this guy was affiliated in some way with one of Meghan's movies? I'm sure you've seen some of the pictures from this movie. Again, it just looks like a doozy. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on all this. I was just kind of shocked to find a weird connection. Oh, yeah, that's one of the stills from the movie. That's how she met Prince Harry. Oh, I want to join this cult.
Why does she hate shirts? Why does she hate shirts? That's the common theme I'm starting to pick up on.
She wanted to wear that to a school visit.
Yeah. Got the teacher at the school.
Oh, God.
Let me teach you stuff.
Oh, yeah. She has on more clothes here than she did at that school, so I'm not sure. But, let me know your thoughts on all this. I'm going to wrap this up. Jay, tell everybody, when you're not in my dancing cult, tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, you can find me on YouTube as Dr. Bad Vibes playing video games or talking about silly news as Dr. Bad Vibes Speaks. That's the new channel. And hey, thanks to everybody that's been behind that one. I'm now available for super chats. I'm on my way to being officially monetized. And I've been doing more, so if you haven't checked it out, go take a peek. I even have a playlist to kind of get some of the highlights of the channel if you're not familiar with it. But thanks again to everybody that subscribed and followed. And lastly, you can follow me on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/drbadvibes. That's if you're not into watching live streams on YouTube, I simul-stream there while I do the streams. And and otherwise, I'll be over here on Jen's channel doing TikTok dances. Unfortunately, I'm not on the camera here, so while I'm blinking help me in Morse code, you can't see it, so I'm kind of stuck.
If I claw at your arm like Meghan does to Harry, it means you're happy, right? Ignore the sobs you hear in the background. He's happy. He's fine. I throw him bread every once in a while. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on all this. Let me know if you've seen the documentary or if you knew any of these connections, because I am very curious. Let me know if you know more. I know that Robert Shin is suing a YouTuber right now for reporting on him, so...
We didn't say anything.
So we didn't say anything. We don't know the guy. We don't...
He's not guilty.
That's right. Oh my God. Oh, too funny. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts on all this. And yeah, if I find out any more, I'll talk about it. I don't think anybody else has talked about this. I may be the first. Let me know your thoughts. Have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.